Welcome to the ECLA training module on recording outreach activities in Sugar. Councils are now required to inform 100% of licensed providers in your counties about quality improvement related opportunities, and you're required to report on these outreach activities on a quarterly basis. Lucky for you, all of this can easily be tracked in Sugar, and this webinar will walk you through the steps. You can record in-person visits where you discuss various quality improvement opportunities, phone calls, or emails to either individual providers or groups of providers that you send regarding outreach for quality improvement. You can access the communications page by finding the provider that you're going to call or that you spoke with in person. In this case, Bill's Child Care Test, my favorite. And then scroll down until you see the calls subpanel. Click the plus sign to add a new outreach activity entry. The subject should be meaningful. For example, outreach for ITQI. The status of this was outbound because this was a phone call to a provider. If they had called me, it would have been inbound. And we did actually make contact, so I'm going to indicate that here. We could pick planned, left message, or we need to call back. The contact type was a phone call. We could also pick an in-person visit, email, or a letter. And the account is automatically linked to this outreach record because we picked it from the accounts record. Communication type in this case was regarded outreach, but you could also pick QI spending, Colorado Shine support, PDIS support, professional development support, or other, which would require specifying. In this case, it was outreach. And the primary funding stream in this case was for quality improvement from CDHS in general, but you could pick any other relevant funding stream. This outreach type was general quality improvement, not program specific, but of course we could pick program specific if that was relevant. A bulk communication refers to a blast email to multiple providers. This is not the case for this phone call. It's very important that duration be set to at least 15 minutes. Even a 1-minute phone call should be sent to 15 minutes. So make sure you record everything in greater than 15 minutes or more increments. The start date and time can be indicated here, and you can also set up an email reminder for yourself. When you're done, you can go ahead and click Save, and that is the end of that. If you'd like for ECLA to import the outreach activity for each provider from an email blast, you can follow these steps. And this is also available in the written documentation on support at eclacolorado.org. It's very important, if you want us to import that activity for you to each provider's record, that you start with a report. You must get the email addresses from Sugar. So from this Hidden Items menu, click on Reports, and then we need to search for the reports that contain eligible providers. We have created some reports for you that include the email addresses. So if you search %, as a wildcard, eligible providers, in the reports, you will see a list of reports that we have created for you. If you don't see one that you need, please contact ECLA support at eclacolorado.org. We're going to run the eligible providers ITQA in this case. And once you've run the report, you're going to want to go ahead and export it by clicking on this drop-down menu here and selecting Export. And we'll export these records to Excel. Once it's open in Excel, we need to make sure that we duplicate the email addresses. We deduplicate the email addresses by sorting by the email address column and looking for any duplicates. You might get a duplicate if an individual person is the primary contact for more than one provider site. Once that's done, you need to create a communications record for this bulk email that you sent. So again, we're going to find it under the hidden menus icon, communications, and we're going to add a new communication log. Again, with the relevant subject, bulk email regarding ITQI. And we want to make sure we link this to the first account on that list. So you'd want to look in Excel and find the first account. Guess who the lucky provider is in this case? It's really extremely important that you do this for the bulk emails. We need some provider to be linked to it. And fill out all the rest of the fields. This was outreach, general quality improvement, and yes, this was a bulk communication, also very important. We still have our duration set at least 15 minutes. So we go ahead and save this, and then the next step is very important. You need to send an email to support@eclacolorado.org that includes the name of the report you used. In our case, it was Eligible Providers ITQI. A copy of the text from the email that you sent to the providers. You can just copy and paste that right out of your sent items. And then the subject of the communication log, which in this case is bulk email regarding ITQI. Please send those 3 items to support@eclacolorado.org, and we will make sure that we upload those entries for you. We hope this has been helpful. As always, you can contact support@eclacolorado.org for any questions, and there are a number of other webinars available, and we are always continuing to improve our support and our training, so please let us know if we can help you. Thank you.